Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. Time is starting to run short in this season. The goals, the aspirations are still alive, and we're looking forward to this one here in Week 10 of our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Arizona State Sun Devils. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
If you haven't been to Tempe, Arizona to a college football game at Arizona State, it definitely should be on your bucket list. This is one of the most unique stadiums in all of college sports, built into the side of a mountain. You literally can go for a hike and watch the college football game. They have one of the most fun atmospheres in all of the stadiums, and they have built a concourse that is definitely worth a visit. A little club scene gets you going if you want to watch the Sun Devils. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Sun Devils headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Lewis to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Welsh. Looking for room at the 40. There he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Buffaloes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The run inside. It's Welch. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Did they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Welsh. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Boley. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Pulled to the ground. They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll give it to Brown. He's got the first down. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the left side. Finds some room. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Extra point here will give them the lead. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Lewis rushes on. Out wide right, it's Coleman Williams. Caught, and he's got room. 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. We've had some early action here as they take over, trailing 13-7. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out wide left, it's Harris. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Handoff for Brown. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Makes the grab. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt.
Upstairs to make the catch. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Driving forward, it's Brown. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown ASU. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Lewis. Comes down, it's Welch. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Give to the running back. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And this kick will be marked down just inside the 45-yard line. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Right side, it's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And man, that's a welcome sign, and another completion for this QB. And how about the bounce back? A week ago, man, we were wondering about this passing offense. We were wondering if it needed to change, if something needed to change at the quarterback spot. Nice job bouncing back this week and putting a great first quarter together.
And the Sun Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On first down, it's Brown again. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period.
Arizona State 14, Colorado 13.
So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, it's Brown. Defense all over him.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
On the run, it's Welsh. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The give. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Here's Lewis to throw. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
Snags it, and there's running room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Gain of 16.
The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Clinton. Turning it on. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll move the tight end. They believe they can run right here. There's some room. Hits him with a stiff arm. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives him a 1st and goal.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away again.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Buffs! Took it all the way back to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Throws to the wideout. Left side, it's Miller. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out wide right, it's Miller. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
A give to Brown. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Boley. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From deep, it's Perry. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for room, it's Henderson. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play action with Lewis. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. The handoff. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. And the Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. To the air. It's Boley. Got the back over the middle. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. On the move, he fires. Complete downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man all by himself. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some... Touchdown, Arizona State! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Danzy. Rams him with the stiff arm. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Gonna run it. It's Welch. And he's gonna lose yardage on that one, and that could be the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the number 5 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Crimson Tide, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Boley. Out wide left, it's Brown. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Got his man. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. You saw a great example of that right there.
Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Robinson.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Play fake, Lewis. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Lewis. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands. Just saw.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Great job by this defense knowing exactly where the marker was. He needed to get it to the 30, and they stop him at the 29. The Buffaloes will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He's gonna get loose. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And that one will give them the lead. Now that is the play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis turns it upfield. He'll be stopped a couple of yards short. Needed to get it to the 35, but they'll spot it at the 33, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Boley. Looking left. A strike downfield. Turning on the Jets. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown ASU.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Hits the hole. It's Welsh. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Great place to start for this offense. They'll give it to Robinson. There he goes. The 20. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Arizona State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slide through and get some positive yards.
You got the call?
Right back to the well. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Right side, it's Atkins. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Clinton. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Right back to the well. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the left. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Finds the big tight end. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. And the Buffaloes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing. Lewis. On target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points. He'll try to tack on one more. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Drops back. It's Smalley. It's complete on the right side. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's a give to Robinson.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Wants to throw on third down. The quick out. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Looking for room. It's Clinton. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Swapped immediately.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Third down from the gun, Lewis. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Man, that is such great third down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fellow right in the middle.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
You know, swing passes to the running back oftentimes are like an extension of the running game. That's like a sweep, but give the defense a ton of credit. The speed to be able to pursue and get to the football is why they've now set up 4th down.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Here's Lewis to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Welch.
It's pretty amazing at this point in the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple of minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Lewis wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. He had his man open that time, but just a little too much heat on that pass, and he got it out in front of him.
And it's tough to tell when you need to throw that bullet in there or when you need to lob it in there and put a little bit more air on it. That time you could tell just needed to put a little bit more air underneath that throw.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
To the air again, Lewis. He's got it. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Lewis. Left side. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Oh, that's a big-time blow, man. Once you get that under that 3-minute mark and you're down by multiple possessions, you got to put something together. The last thing you can do is turn it over because that clock is not your friend.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this run.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Second and long here. The quarterback takes a knee. Third and long right here. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
That's the only time you're supposed to buy it. That's the only time you're supposed to buy it. But I ain't know Bruce was eating popcorn like he did.